All right, this is my review for Solo Mio. So I was the only person in my theater for this film, but I think it's because I saw this movie like a week late, and I'm pretty sure if I saw it opening week, there would have been more people in my theater. That did not ruin my experience at all. I do like being in the theater more when it's more packed, just kind of feel the, that communal experience. But being in the theater by myself, that was fine. I've done that before, and it did make me hone more into the film for sure. I did not know. I didn't watch any trailers for this movie. I just like Kevin James, and I was like, let me just see what this is about. And what I will say is this movie is charming. It is a good film. I did like it a lot. I do think that maybe in the middle is a bit of a pacing issue, not too much, but I did think this movie and the story was sweet. And one thing that did catch me off guard is the ending. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And when I say that, I'm talking about there's a reveal of what one of the characters did, is what I will say, and how they might be connected to Kevin James' character. And I really did not see that coming. And I like that. I did like that idea. And I think that made the movie for me. I'm not saying I didn't like the movie before that happened, but the fact that that story point is in the film, it helped me see the film in a different way, but also like, because there's a point in the film where Kevin James reveals, all I'm gonna say is this is the premise. He gets left at the altar. He gets left at the altar in Italy, and in Rome, in Italy, yeah, in Italy, and yeah, he gets left at the altar in Italy, and he has this whole trip planned, his couple's trip to go to Tuscany and go to all these different places, and this guy sometimes you gotta make lemons out of lemonade. Like, he's stuck there and he has to kind of figure out what's he gonna do, just sulk and just sit sad in his hotel, or is he gonna just go on these trips and try to make the best of it? And he does. He tries to make the best of it. He meets someone, and there's a point in the film where, without spoiling much, is that he has to tell them, about this, he's basically on his honeymoon, but he didn't get married. Like, the person left him. And when that happens in the film, almost is, that's when I kind of didn't like the film for a bit, because I was like, why does this even mean anything? Why does this matter? She should just be with him. He's not with anyone. Someone left him. Who cares? Just go with him. And when I think about the movie and I think about the ending, the revelation of that, about what happens, it makes me like the movie more, because I realized that's why she acted that way. And when I was watching it, I didn't like it, because I was like, why is she doing this to him? Like, what's the problem with what he just told you? But then when you get to the end, you understand why. So I will say that I did enjoy the film. There's moments where I just like it because it kind of gives nothing's perfect. You know what I mean? Obviously, this gentleman, Kevin James, he's in his older age when he found love and he's getting married and different things like that. And I think, especially nowadays with technology and dating apps and stuff, people can feel discouraged, and everyone at the end of the day, everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to find someone who loves them. And I say, if you leave anything with this review, I would say choose the person who chooses you. Like, it seems so simple, but sometimes people don't want to do that. Sometimes people see someone and they love them and they want to follow them to eternity, and that's a beautiful thing. But the thing is, if that person is not reciprocating that, you're gonna dig your ditch, and at some point it's gonna feel like it's gonna kill you. It's gonna hurt on the inside. So choose the person who chooses you. You know what I mean? And if you do that, eventually you will find the person. You will find that person that hopefully you'll be with for a good amount of your existence. And the reason I say that is because, I just I don't want to take this review into a whole different place, but all I'm saying is that when you love someone, obviously we no one lives forever. My pops passed, and my mom, you have to find other people at some points in life. But the point is, you would hope to find someone you could spend a big, nice chunk of this existence with, and just have those memories. And if you were lucky enough to find someone one time or even twice, then you're one of the lucky ones. So if you have someone good, hold on to them and, cherish them, and make sure that they know that they are cherished. And if you haven't found anything yet, then it's fine. You just got to keep going out there, and you got to keep being in places and doing activities, and Because like this guy, like what are the odds that someone's gonna leave him in an altar and he's gonna meet someone? Like what are the odds, you know? So I know sometimes it's, you know, you just want to be a hermit and stay inside, but like you just gotta find ways to do things, to be around maybe some like-minded individuals, and maybe you find that connection. Sometimes it takes years, but what I recommend is just, you know, I just like this movie. It gives you that hope of love, you know, whether it be whatever age, be it 60, 40, 50, whatever it may be. And you know, sometimes you just gotta work with yourself and wait for a while. Sometimes you meet someone, sometimes it doesn't work out, but ultimately, I did not expect this movie to start off with someone leaving also. I didn't watch any trailers. I just went in blind, and I was expecting it to be just more of a straight rom-com, but it kind of, it is a bit of a romantic comedy, but there's parts of this movie that's deals with stuff like in a real way, where he has to like really get over the fact that she's gone and accept it. And I think that this movie does certain things with nuance that I actually appreciate, and I enjoyed it. I did enjoy this movie, so I recommend checking it out if you can. Solo Mio is still in theaters a bit right now, but yeah, and it's made by Angel Studios. They make some pretty good films. They actually do. They make some pretty good films. I don't see all of them, but I feel like I've never seen. Maybe because the ones I choose, like I pick ones that I think are gonna like, that I'm gonna actually like, and yeah, this Angel Studios do make some pretty good work. So anyways, this is Dejo Know the Name, Spread Love and Light. I don't want to make this too long. All I will say is that Kevin James he's a great actor, and I like seeing him. I want to see him more, so hopefully he does some more bigger stuff in the theaters and stuff. Obviously, you know, King of Queens and different things like that. He has a great comedic actor, and he's just a good actor in general, so I just like seeing him. But yeah, take care, spread love and light, and let's sign off with sign off with heart.